All right, let's go. All right. So where was it? It was A167. So we need to go left. Let's go. All right, we're through. Damn, it's quite warm here, but it won't be warm once I land, that's for sure. All right, let's go. There's a line to get in the plane. A?
啊，跟我往里面走啊。
All right, A's right here. Oh, here we are. 25, 26, and this is my seat. Damn, not bad. Let me sit down first. Welcome to, this is definitely welcome. Just to prove to you, it's definitely a 777. Got some waters right here. We got a leg rest here. Oh yeah, this is good. This is the tray table. And it's adjustable. Damn, I like that. I like that. And over here, we got a blanket, just like last time. And then we got a pillow. Nice window. This is a nice window. Oh, the view is also quite nice. Oh yeah. Click on the entertainment screen. All right, look at that. 27A. Let's do English. All right. This is the entertainment system. We'll go over that once we take off. Right now, all I care about is the map. But yeah, here we are. We're at Guangzhou right now. And it's movable. You can move it around. So yeah, we're going from Guangzhou all the way to Toronto. Looks very far, but I bet it is, honestly. All right, next thing is we got slippers. Oh yeah, we got slippers. I want to check that out. Here are slippers. Looks nice though. This is nice. I could spend 13 hours and 26 minutes in here, definitely. And what's this? Oh, this is where the amenity kit is. Oh yeah, I collect amenity kits. So in here we have, I don't know what's in here. Oh, Q-tips. We got some Q-tips. I think this is a comb. I think this is a sleeping mask, and I think this is a toothbrush, and these are earplugs. All right, thank you so much. Oh yeah, by the way, look at these controls here. I'm actually quite impressed right now with this. This is also very comfortable. You can lift it. I'm pretty sure you can also recline it in some way. And then we got some universal power outlets here. A reading lamp and headphones. Luckily, we pushed back 3 minutes early. Wait a second. We're on a 777-300ER. You know what we have to listen to? Anyways, we were just standing there for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then we were finally on our way to the runway and ready to take off. Anyways, let this 14-hour flight from Guangzhou to Toronto begin, and enjoy these views out of Guangzhou. said, I would be exploring the entertainment system after takeoff, which is what I'm doing right now. So they have things like music, games, films, etc. But let's talk about something. Now, based on my experiences, mainland Chinese airlines don't really have a solid entertainment system, especially a selection of movies, especially in English. But I'd say out of all the mainland Chinese airlines, I think China Southern actually has the most amount of variety when it comes to movies, as well as English content. So good job on that, China Southern. But yeah, ultimately, it's basically like other airlines when it comes to categories. For example, games or things for kids and music and etc. It's pretty much like any other airline that has entertainment systems. About 45 minutes after takeoff, drinks came around as well as hot paper towels and also a snack. That was handy, but then a meal service would begin. Anyways, what was dinner service like? So I got apple juice, that's a salad. There's like a nice little dessert, strawberry flavored, fruits, and the main was beef with rice. But the thing is, it was kind of mid, not gonna lie. I'd give it a 5 out of 10 at most because the beef was kind of mushy and it was very salty. It wasn't really my forte, if I'm gonna be honest, but yeah, meal service is 5 out of 10. Now, because it was 2 days prior to Chinese New Year, we have received these boxes, which I assume were because it was Chinese New Year. And inside was golden envelopes, a snack that I have no clue what it is, as well as teas in case we want to drink something warm, and tea is very popular in China. And after that, I decided to check out the bathroom. I am so tired right now. Oh my days. But anyways, here's the bathroom view in the premium economy cabin. Quite nice, not gonna lie. I would not mind going here at all. No, really, like, clean, not sticky, the draining table. There's a lot of things actually. You can even call a flight attendant. But holy shit, I'm tired, bro. Like, I was already exhausted from the first flight, but now I'm like dead. And I still have about 8 hours to go. So I don't think anything is gonna happen during these 8 hours. So I think I'm gonna come back when the second meal service begins, and then we can record a landing. Once we record a landing, we can and then we can just get to my place and touch my dog. Okay? Because remember, I still have to touch my dog. Alright guys, I thought I'd share my thoughts so far, and right now we're currently, how much time is there left? There's 6 hours and 36 minutes left, so that means we're more than halfway over the flight. We're more than halfway through. And honestly, I've only went to the bathroom once. I've only gone up once because this seat is honestly quite comfortable, not gonna lie. My ass hurts, but that's because I've been sitting 7 hours, well, pretty much straight. I've slept maybe 3 to 4 hours, which is pretty good for my stance because I usually can't sleep on planes, but yeah. Anyways, we're approaching Alaska. We're back in North America. Oh, and there's a beautiful sunrise, by the way. Here, let me show you in a second. As you can see, we're approaching Alaska, and this is the view that we have. This is such a nice view, but I have to close the window shade soon. Alright, but just to show you, we don't have that much. We just have 6.5 hours. Just fly over Alaska. Like how I said, beautiful sunrise. Oh yeah, and they also gave us warm paper towels, like at that moment. Now, around 2 hours prior to landing, the second meal service came, and the options were either, chicken and noodles or fish and potato. I opted for chicken and noodles because I don't want to eat fish on planes. But anyways, let's review it. Okay, so how was the meal? Well, I would say that the chicken and noodles were definitely better on the first flight. The yogurt was okay, the fruits were okay, but to be honest, the red bean wasn't. I don't like red bean that much in general, but yeah, I'd give it a 6 out of 10 at most. But seriously, the meal wasn't anything special. I don't know why, but both meals were kind of mid, not gonna lie. We have 1 hour until landing, and we're so close. My hometown's literally right there. We're getting close. By the way, an hour prior to landing, there was like this exercise. I don't know what it's called, but it's just an exercise that nobody was doing. Nobody was following the video, bro. Nobody. But yes, you do have to stretch after a long flight, but It's funny that nobody was following the video. Alright, we're finally approaching Toronto, so I thought I'd share my thoughts. So my final thoughts are, how was the food? The food was kind of mid, not gonna lie. It wasn't anything special. It wasn't bad. It was edible, but at the same time, I wouldn't really miss the food. Like, it's not a highlight of this flight. So the food will get a 6 out of 10 because some items were actually quite good. Next, the service. They came around with drinks like 3 times after a meal, and the cabin crew seemed kind of professional, so I'd give them a 7 out of 10, not gonna lie. They were kind, they weren't condescending, so 7 out of 10. Now the seat. So to be honest, I've only flown on premium economy twice, once with China Southern now, and the other time with Ava Air. And to be honest, I think Ava Air's premium economy is slightly better because I just feel like you couldn't really recline your seat that much on China Southern. You could just adjust it a bit. But nonetheless, the seat was okay. The seat itself was okay. If the seat was uncomfortable, then I would bump it down to like a 4 out of 10. So I'd give the seat maybe a 7 out of 10 as well. How about the in-flight entertainment system? Now, to be honest, out of all the mainland Chinese airlines I've flown on, I think China Southern has the most amount of variety, especially English content. So I'd give them a 6 out of 10. It's still not as good as Western Airlines, but it's definitely better than Air China or China Eastern. Now, would I fly with them again? Yes, absolutely, I would fly with them again. Especially the fact that they were the cheapest option for me to get from Shanghai to Toronto. I'd definitely consider flying with them again. But if Cathay Pacific is cheaper than or the same price as China Southern, I think I'd opt for Cathay Pacific instead, for example. And I found transferring within mainland China kind of funny. Like, it was kind of weird, but I think I need to get used to it. But I'd prefer transferring in Hong Kong than like Guangzhou, for example. Anyways, let's finally land. I am exhausted. Alright, welcome to Canada. Unlike last time, this time I was actually supposed to come here and it was pre-planned. So I'm gonna enjoy my time while I can because I don't think I'll be back in a while once I leave. Oh yeah, I hadn't disembarked the aircraft. I was ready to head towards baggage claim, but since I'm Canadian, passport control will be quick. Okay, we're currently in Toronto right now, but I'm still not done yet. I still have to get to my hometown and touch my dog, all right? So I still have to drive a bit. Let's just make this as smooth as possible because we're so close. We're basically here. We're back in Canada, so yeah. All right, got my suitcase. Next step, just go. Exit the airport, I guess. Oh, by the way, last time I was at Terminal 1, this time we're at Terminal 3, which is older. It's still fine, but it's definitely older and you'll notice it. If you visit both terminals, then you'll notice the differences. Let's keep going.
Okay.